Hello, everyone. Well, we have so much research that's coming up now on efficacy of mindfulness and meditation for stress relief. So that's the topic we wanted to bring today with Megha. Megha is a yoga instructor as well as a wellness coach joining me live from India. Namaste, Megha.
Namaste, thank you.
All right.
So I take it up from here.
Yes, please.
Yeah, hi. First of all, thank you. Hello everyone. I'm Megha Panchal and I'm a yoga instructor, therapist, meditation expert, and health and nutrition coach. So first of all, thanks to Nourish Dog for providing the platform. So today I'll be talking about stress and meditation. These days I've been hearing a lot on stress. I keep meeting people since I'm a therapist. I keep meeting people and they keep talking about stress and how they are not able to manage and they just are in that circle and not able to come out. I myself have had a journey of anxiety and depression and I have been able to manage to come out of it. So I have my own personal journey as well with it. So there are various techniques available these days. Today I'll be focusing a lot on more yogic approach towards addressing the stress. Addressing and managing and navigating through stress. So it will be more on meditation and mindfulness. So a little bit about stress. Stress is a part of day-to-day life. Like it's not something specific to me or anybody. Everybody experiences, and we experience it on daily basis. So it can be on a broader terms. I'll define it as it can be positive or negative. Positive is when it is aligned with our thought process and some change that we want to bring in our life by ourselves. So, like getting into a relationship or buying a new house or getting a new job. So, something which is excites us and is very joyful and brings a lot of happiness. So, that is a positive one. And coming to the negative one is some changes which are thrown to us and which is not in alignment with us. Some pressure, some deadline, or something that we are not comfortable with it. So that brings a negative side of emotion of ours, which is sadness, depression, and irritation and all. So I'm not trying to say that one is good, positive is good, and negative is bad. It is just that we are in that cycle. We keep going up and down, and that sometimes we experience multiple times in a day, either extreme happiness or extreme sadness. So again, that's a part of life, nothing wrong. But it's just that if this wave, if we can reduce it, the more yogic way of dealing with is a balanced lifestyle, is not getting too happy with happy moments and not getting too sad. So that is the ideal way. I'm not saying everybody can approach it, but we can try to make that wave as small as possible and try to be more balanced in our approach with dealing with day-to-day situations. So again, coming back to a little bit of stress, I also want to go through a cycle of stress. So cycle of stress is first is we sense our sense organs senses some kind of danger or some discomfort, as I told. So in primitive days, survival was a problem, like survival itself day to day, like finding food or providing shelter. But now in modern days, those fears are not there. We are not like constantly feeling that somebody is going to come in chasing us or, survival is not a problem. So stress is just coming from the things which are either aligned or not aligned, as I talked in the beginning. So that is the first stage, we sense it. So what the mind does, it creates some kind of activation, which is frequently talked as the sympathetic activation, the sympathetic nervous system, which is fight and flight response. This is just to make the body prepared for the danger that we are sensing. So it's just the pulse rate increases, the heartbeat rises, the circulation increases, we start sweating. So this is a way that body responds or gets ready to respond or react to the stress that we are feeling. So that's first stage. Then comes the next stage is adaptation. Either we get adapted to it or the mind starts resisting. So again, the same thing, whether we are aligned or not aligned. So the mind starts getting adapting or the mind is constantly resisting. So according to me, or what I feel is the mind has tremendous ability to take stress. It can keep living in anxiety, like even you must have read some point that you can keep living in anxiety. A lot of people throughout their life are depressed. They live their life, entire life in depression. So mind can take it, but what happens is when this manifests in our body, that's when we start getting chronic illnesses because body cannot take it. Body cannot live in constant stress. It starts manifesting, and people can take the mind thing to some extent. That's why people are okay living with that state of mind. But when it comes to body, it starts feeling, you start feeling discomfort. It comes in form of pain, diabetes, cancer, or hypertension, and that's when, whenever we start feeling discomfort, that's when we start seeking for avenues. Either we go to doctors or wellness coaches or therapists, whatever means are available, because we feel like we have to work on that aspect. So, and as per me and whatever yoga I've studied, body has tremendous ability to heal by itself. Given a chance, body can heal by itself. We don't, body knows everything, and body is constantly talking with us. It's just the mind has lost the ability to build that connection, to keep listening to it. So, like body, we don't need to teach how to digest food, how to clean, how to breathe. Body knows. Body also knows, like I said, it knows to heal. So it's just if the mind aspect, that is again, I'm going to come back to. I'm just trying to explain like how these things are separate, but they are actually together. They are working together. It's just one can take it, one cannot take it, and when we respond. And then comes the third stage is exhaustion. That's when the body starts feeling lethargic because we can't live in constant danger, constant feeling that somebody is chasing us. That's what people these days, they are constantly irritated and annoyed with every aspect of the life. A lot of things are not aligning because it's a constant stimulating environment that we are facing in the modern world, be it social media or be it movies or anything. There's a constant stimulation going on. So coming back, how do we balance it? So we are experiencing a lot of sympathetic activation. So how we balance is the parasympathetic side, which is also there, the nervous system. So we have to activate it more. And body, actually mind also, innate quality of mind is peace. So like when the baby is born, apart from food and the discomfort the baby feels, the innate state of mind is joyfulness, peace. So that is what we have to keep bringing that mind. So at the end, it comes to train the mind. So how we can train the mind to keep that balance, as I said in the beginning. So there are various techniques available these days. So we'll be focusing more on how we can use meditation as a tool or technique to train that mind. So like anything needs training, any skill you want to learn, be it you want to play tennis or you want to be a bike rider, anything, you need to train. You need training. So similar way, mind also needs training. So here we will be using meditation as a tool. So for me, meditation is more of a theoretical aspect. So like a foundation. So anything needs a foundation, needs a learning. So meditation is more theory and mindfulness is a practical. So we need to apply it. So these are the two ways I generally simplify it for people, that meditation is, and meditation is again, people think that they have to sit and there are various techniques also to meditation. But today we'll just say that if you're a complete newbie, how you will start that meditation. So my idea is, I always tell people that start with guided meditation. Don't start meditation by yourself. There are plenty of YouTube videos and podcasts available these days to find the way which you can align. Again, aligning to, there are so many forms of meditation. So see what aligns with you. You will find you will just have to experiment a little. So it is better to start with 1, 2, or max 5 minutes of meditation. And if you have somebody around who can guide you through, it's all the more better, and better to be done in group session, because it is first time that you are coming in close nature with your own mind, and it can be scary and very, very intimidating. So better to start with initial guided meditation. The second step is very important, is to be consistent. So no matter what happens, it might feel, and before even beginning, sorry, I forgot to mention, it's better that you have some agenda in the sense you should be aware where you want to, which part of your life you want to address. Like if it's something at work, some relationship, you should be aware where you want to apply this, because you also want to see the results. So it's better to have some agenda for meditation. So first is agenda. Second is 1, 2, 3, or 5 max of guided meditation. Even more you can do. So guided meditation better. Second is being consistent, no matter what. Do it every day. Third one is being not too much expectation and non-judgmental. Some days you will be able to focus. Some days the mind is just not ready. So it will keep happening, but being consistent, keep going to the second step, be consistent and have less expectation. And the fourth one is, if you're really willing, I would say journaling. If you can write down each and every experience, maybe not too much, up to you, but if you can write down, after 2 3 months you will start seeing that change, and slowly it will also become a part of your life. You will start enjoying it. So these are the 4 steps I generally recommend for a newbie, for a complete beginner. So how they should go about, and then comes the mindfulness part. So mindfulness is again going back to the agenda, like again going back to the practical aspect, is you are experiencing that situation and you're applying that meditation, that calmness which you feel, that peace, and being non-judgmental again with the experience that you're feeling, be it in the relationship. Have an open mind. Like what meditation actually does is it gives that space. Generally we are so much engaged in the outer world that we don't the mind doesn't get time, that space to think through, because it's not like you can always take help, but the solution are always there with you. Whatever you are experiencing in your life, the solution is always there with you. It's just that mind needs that time. Help is always better to take, but then it's better that you navigate your own life. You are expert of your own life. It's always that case. So when you provide that space, the mind can think through. And when you experience that situation, like there are so many ways to navigate through a situation, so many ways you can respond to a situation. So the meditation will give you that space, and it's not that you will always respond correctly, or it will always give you the desired result, but you will learn the ability to give in your best. What is the best solution, or what is the max you can do in that situation? So again, 3 things very important. First is agenda, where you want to apply. Second is starting that theory practice, that meditation. Third one is an application part. Why these 3 things are important is, like suppose you want to make some biryani or something. So first you take the knowledge, then you make, and then you also have to taste it. So you get the knowledge, but you are not making it, or you are getting the knowledge, you are making it, but you are not tasting it. So after you taste, that's when you start getting the flavor, and that's when you get motivated and would want to do on daily basis. So these 3 things are very important. So getting that awareness, you can take help. Sometimes you are not aware where you are stuck in your life. So it's better to take help, getting awareness, then practicing that meditation, and then applying that mindfully. And mindfulness, slowly you will start expanding your mindfulness, not only in that situation, but even when you're eating, when you're walking, when you are playing with your child, or whatever task, day to day daily routine, you will slowly you will start finding that it is becoming easier to apply in each and every aspect of your life. So your horizon will keep widening. So these are just a very small and very helpful way. So yeah, so I think
Well,
that's
yeah, no, I think these are really great tips. It's very hard for end consumers like us to start on the meditation journey, because meditation does require you to be kind of still, and sit still actually. And a lot of us have that. issues with the attention span, because like you said, there are so many distractions, whether it's the social media or the news or whatever. It's hard for normal people like me, who are not experts, to sit down and calm yourself and not have these thoughts, right? So I think it takes a little bit of a practice to start with the meditation. And guided meditation, as you said very aptly, is the way to do it. So someone is guiding you rather than you sitting and thinking, oh my God, right? So I really like the way you said guided meditation, and then mindfulness is being present. And that is also very important, because we are again thinking of either the past or the future and worried about, and having these thoughts come anxious, right? Make us anxious. Thank you so much. I really wanted to just add a little bit of a flavor to what you said, to make it a little, more palatable. Thank you so much. Anything else you want to add before I wrap up the session today?
Life is a very long journey. So it takes time to achieve balance, but we can always start with small ways. And I always feel meditation is a wonderful practice. So I hope we all practice in our day-to-day life. And thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much to all the followers who are supporting us on a daily basis. We are growing almost 260,000 followers, and almost 2 million people our content is reaching. So we are creating a platform with everyone's support, and of course your support, like experts like you. So stay tuned, and thank you so much, and bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.